Hello, boys and girls. Mrs. Hales here with another art lesson. Today we're going to talk a little bit about spring and all the things that we see in the spring. So let's get started with this sweet story about springtime.
When Spring Comes by Kevin Hankes, illustrated by Laura Jonzek. Before spring comes, the trees look like black sticks against the sky. But if you wait, spring will bring leaves and blossoms. If you wait, spring will make the leftover mounds of snow smaller and smaller and smaller until suddenly they're gone. Before spring comes, the grass is brown. But if you wait, spring will turn it green and add little flowers. If you wait, an egg will become a bird. A seed will start growing. Spring comes with sun, and it comes with rain, and more rain, and more rain. Do you like mud? Do you like puddles? I hope you like umbrellas. Before spring comes, the garden is just dirt and empty. But if you wait, spring will push green shoots through the dirt to fill up the garden. And spring will call out the pussy willows and new kittens too. Spring can come quickly or slowly. It changes its mind a lot. But when spring is finally here to stay, you will know it. There will be buds and bees and boots and bubbles. There will be worms and wings and wind and wheels. You will feel it. You will smell it. You will hear it. When spring is finally here to stay, you might think you are done waiting, but you are not. Now you have to wait for summer. The end.
So that's a great book that introduces us to and reminds us of the things that happen in spring. The earth is warming, things are budding and blooming, everything is turning green, and lots of baby animals are born. I hope you guys love spring as much as I do. Today we're going to learn to make a print of tulips. Tulips are a flower that we see in spring a lot, and a lot of tulips are grown in Holland, which is in Europe, but there's also lots of tulips grown in the United States around us. We are going to use forks and paint and paper today. You could also might need a paintbrush. The paint colors you need depend on whatever colors you have or what you like. You definitely need green, and then I also used pink and yellow. I used tempera paint. Let me show you how I did my tulip prints. I like to put my paint on a plate so I can just dip the back of my fork in the paint. I'm going to use the one fork for the yellow paint, and I'm going to use one fork for the pink paint, and I'm not going to get those two confused. You want to make sure you print the whole fork so that your fork actually looks like a tulip, with the top part of the fork being the petals and the bottom part of the fork being the base of the tulip. You probably don't want to overlap your tulip prints or your fork prints because then you're going to get a totally different color. But you want to put pink tulips where you don't have yellow tulips. There I overlapped them a little bit, and you can see I made a whole new color. Some of your tulips can be tall and some can be short. You want to fill the page. Then you want to take a paintbrush and you want to draw straight lines because the stem of a tulip is nice and straight. So we're going to be painting, Miss Hales, not drawing. Nice straight lines. You might need to hold your paper still with your other hand. I used light blue paper for my background, but you could really use any color that that you like. I don't think black would look very good, but any other color would be fine. I hope you enjoy using forks to make prints of tulips. I will see you next time, boys and girls.